like soft music. Like, I think some people think metalheads only listen to metal, but that's so not true. A lot of people think we're kind of close-minded, but I like so many types of music, and I really like soft music, like something more like folk music and all of that. I think it's so cool, and putting this on like heavy music sounds so nice. I really like the mix.
I think one of the most common misconceptions about metal, I'm glad you bring it up too, is especially with bands that are on tour. I find this is a big one because, man, if you're on tour and you're a metal band, you're surrounded by metal all day and you're listening to metal bands all day and there's just metal all around you all the time, people are like, what's your band listening to in the van right now? And the answer is not metal. We are listening to anything aside from heavy metal during our drives, because all we do is play and listen to heavy metal from the minute we get to the venue till the minute we leave. So yes, it's true. Metalheads like other stuff. It's crazy, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I feel the same. I listen to so many things. And back in the day, I started listening to a lot of pop music and like Spice Girls and Britney Spears and things like that. And then I started evolving to more rock, more like Red Hot Chili Peppers, Rage Against the Machine. And then I started listening to metal, and then heavier and heavier metal. But even in the beginning, if you put to me like something with growling or screaming, I would say, what is this? I don't like that. And today I absolutely love screams, you know? So it's like an acquired taste, but I still like a lot of things that I used to like when I was a kid or as a teen, you know? It's not like I hate those stuff.
Right.
It's Britney.
It's Britney, bitch. Yeah, we're products of what we listen to, and we evolve with that, and we take certain influences from it. It makes us who we are. No, never be apologetic on
no
that
shame,
kind of stuff.
no shame, yo.
No shame, no apologies, no regrets, yo. No regrets.
Exactly. You like what you like, you know? And like, of course, for me, like metal speaks louder, I guess. And it was really what I wanted to play. And then, especially because, forgot to mention, I really wanted to start playing the guitar. I already wanted to like buy a guitar for myself. But the moment I saw a woman rocking a guitar in front of me, it was actually in my city. It was a blues rock band, and this chick was like around my age. She was playing guitar like crazy. She was like improvising and super into it and feeling it. And when I saw that, and I was like, I was mind blown. I was like, I need a guitar like tomorrow. And on the next day, I started looking for a guitar. It was already in the back of my head. I really wanted to play, but seeing a woman on a stage, like it was a girl band playing, and seeing her on stage playing like that with that much passion, just like, I felt like that's what I want to do. I want to be on stage. I want to play what I love. And of course, like I was more into metal, so I wouldn't be like her, but playing metal, you know? I want to share what I love. I want to play, and I want people to feel what I feel. You know, I think this is awesome about music, that you can experience music in the passion through other players, and that's so inspiring.
Yeah, it's incredible, and the chat is resonating with that as well. Seeing others like you do a thing is so powerful, and I think that there's something so magical about that, to be able to look at someone else and experience that type of energy transfer and that type of boost. And there's something magical about that energy and the way that can be shared. That's super true.
Yeah, and I feel like representation is so important. I know like metal is like a place that more and more chicks are playing the guitar and playing metal. But back in the day when I started playing the guitar, it was 2009. I was 20 years old, man. There wasn't a lot of hype of female guitar players. It was much more female singers. So seeing bands like The Donnas, Crucified Barbara, I was crazy about Crucified Barbara.
Oh, dude, that band,
holy shit,
that's a throwback. I did shows with that band. That band was awesome.
No freaking way. I was a fan, man. Oh, okay. Crucified Barbara, The Donnas, and what else? Girls School. Oh my God. I love those bands.
My experience, like I played in a female fronted band for 10 years. Like Diamonds is you know, got we got to tour with like chick bands all the time. It's like Crucified Barbara was like awesome. That band was so fucking cool. Dude, it was like Motorhead with chicks. It was so fucking awesome.
They're awesome, man. I was completely in love about Mia, the vocalist, because she could sing, she could play, she could solo, she could do everything. And all the girls, it was such a good band. Bro. Unfortunately, I never had the opportunity to see them because I was living in Brazil. Bands wouldn't play in my city, so...
Yeah, I'm really happy I got to see them. They're from Sweden, right? Yeah. They were on the Swedish package. It was them, it was Diamonds opening for them and Crash Diet. And it was like 2 Swedish bands and us. It was so much fun. But yeah, we toured with like female fronted bands a lot. And
that's awesome.
And I noticed that when we started, it was more like they couldn't find enough female bands for us to play with. So the bill would be mixed of all genres. But by 5 years later and 10 years later, there were so many more opportunities for women to be shredding and be fronting bands at like the shows that were like, it was still an all-female fronted show, but it was genre focused now because there were enough sleazy rock bands with female singers or enough thrash bands with female lead singers that it became like you could do those kind of shows. So it was cool. I had a really interesting experience with that by playing in a band with a chick. Like everyone always put us on bills with chicks because like that was a cool thing to do, make like an evening out of it, if you will.
What was the year then
for that band? I started playing with Diamonds in 2010. So yeah,
I was picking up a guitar in 2009
for the first time ever.
First time, yeah.
Dude, that's crazy. I started playing guitars way before you, and you're so much better than me.
What the hell? Never! Oh, holy shit! You're crazy. Shut up.
Dude,
no way.
Like 100%. I don't lie. I seen you playing those. I seen you playing those Kirk Hammett solos. I seen you playing those Kirk Hammett solos.
I reject this.
No,
don't let
erroneous on all counts.
No.
Hey, let's you know, we can battle that out later. Okay. Let's stay on track here.
Get back to that.
Let's stay on track here. So channeling that energy that you saw other women bringing to stage was truly inspiring for you. And tell me about how you started to channel that energy. What are some of your first musical projects? You've picked up guitar, you're learning it. What are the first things you do? You writing songs? You trying to start a band in the basement? What's going on?
Oh yeah. So when starting out with the guitar, I think one style that spoke like the loudest to me, like was like, wow, what is this? Was thrash metal. Oh my gosh. I think a lot of people in chat will resonate with that. I think starting out to play the guitar and seeing the thrash metal vibe, like a ton of bands, like super guitar centered, a lot of fast riffs, a lot of excitement and the mosh pits and everything that goes crazy in a thrash metal concert. I was completely sold, and then I decided to start a thrash metal band together with so I think I started to get 2010, I guess. I think it was 2010 when it started out. So just 1 year after I started playing the guitar. My drummer in Nongara is my husband, and he started learning the drums the same year I started learning the guitar, which was pretty funny. And we were both super noobs with our instruments, but we started playing together just to learn and to jam. And then we were like, we both love thrash metal. Like, you know, we should start a band. So we started recruiting friends to play with us, and we started this band called Last Room. Because why Last Room? Because we used to play in the last room of his house, like really far in the back, like the back room, and we would call it Last Room, and that's it. And we just started playing concerts, and it was super fun back then. There was a lot of bands like in my local scene, so we were all just meeting up and playing concerts. And I have a couple of pictures for you guys from back during that time. Maybe some of you already know those. Yeah. Daniel is gonna, oh, look at that.
let's just go ahead.
shit.
And, you know what? We can just ignore the size of the frame, and we can just go ahead and make that real.
Yeah, make it big. Yeah, make it big.
We can just go ahead and make that
yeah.
real nice and big for you guys. Oh,
Look at that. Yo, I was playing my second guitar. So my first guitar is super cheap.
What is this? What is this green logo on this guitar? What is that?
This is not a logo though. This is a green pick that I just put it in this part of the strings.
That's a green pick. That's a green. That's a plectrum in there.
Exactly. I put the guitar pick over here, but that's an RJ220 by Ibanez. So that was my second guitar. And then in the second picture, and back there playing the drums is Murilo, my husband. And this is right there. You can look at the hair, dude.
Oh my god, the hair. The hair. You look like fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter. This is unbelievable. Oh my god, the hair. Oh my god. Oh yeah, this is unreal.
Chat, look at this now, chat.
This is
you gotta do this.
Gold.
Yes. Look at this, and look at the stage we're playing in. I was super underground. Like, we were just kids wanting to have fun and play metal. So it was really fun times, I must say.
Unbelievable. This hair is like,
cool.
Dude, Marty Friedman is so jealous right now.
It's really Marty Friedman, man.
Yeah, it's Marty.
Look how big, though.
It's Marty Friedman and Dog the Bounty Hunter. We need to get some like blonde highlights in there and shit. That is unreal.
My mom used to say that I have enough hair for 3 heads. So
yes, your mom is right. Like 100%.
I know. Anyone needing some hair over there in chat? Let me know. Can talk later. So
you're playing shows. Am I supposed to keep going through the pictures, or what do I do?
Yeah, if you want to jump in the next ones, is already with another there goes another band.
When did you move?
So I moved from Brazil first to Ireland.
Yeah.
And then from Ireland, I came to Berlin. And then when I was like, sure, I would stay in Berlin for longer and I wouldn't go back to Brazil or whatnot. Then I started like looking out for bands and wanting to like move forward. And that is Scarlet Circle was the first band I joined when I was already in Europe. It was a rock band, all female, because it was like a dream of mine, like to play in an all-girls band. So we played some concerts here in Germany, and I think that was here in Berlin. It was pretty fun. It was a fun project. We recorded an EP, but yeah. I think the next one was in Bavaria.
I'm very interested in the because some of these bands that you're playing, I mean, all these bands you're playing, they're like they're local bands and they're part of the local scene. Like, I'm dying to know like about Brazil, like your experience transitioning from the Brazil scene, which can be like the literal wild west, to like moving somewhere like Berlin and playing in a local band there where things are way more. I know that there's a great underground like punk squatter type scene still in Germany, but like it's got way more what's the word I'm looking for, foundation to it than like what I've seen in some of the local Brazilian scenes. Like I'm dying to know the differences for you, like right off the bat. So for me, I think like in Brazil, since the scene is so small, everybody would meet in this place, which is like the historical center of the city. There were some buildings where people were making like little venues that we would play small concerts, and everybody would know everybody. So we would come to the square and to those venues, and everybody would know everyone. We would greet everybody whenever we would have a concert, and we would know everybody in all the bands. And we were like, I think it's very cool because we would exchange a lot of knowledge and help each other out. So this is really nice when you have a smaller scene. But when you are here in Germany, things can be
a bit harder in this sense, because there's like, especially for me, because like I'm an immigrant, I was like, where are the metal pubs? Who are my crew over here? Where am I supposed to go? So this band I actually met because I put an ad. Guys, those of you wanting to get in the band, ads do work. I put an ad in Craigslist and they found me there.
And you didn't get murdered?
I know.
You didn't get murdered? You found a band?
I'm still alive, still here, yo.
Wow.
So I put like female guitar player is searching for a female band.
Yeah,
and
okay.
out of nowhere. Yeah, I swear to God.
Are you kidding me? And you didn't get murdered. That's unbelievable. You took quite the risk, Noelle. In Berlin, you put a Craigslist ad that said female guitarist seeks all female band. And you met these lovely ladies. And you met these lovely ladies. If that's not a Craigslist success story, I don't know.
Oh, then this is
outlandish.
This is it. That was exactly what happened. So they found me. I have no idea. They found my ad and we played together. I feel like for 2 or more years, but yeah, that was a crazy like story. I can still believe they found me. And yeah, we played a ton of concerts and I'm still here to tell the story.
Hey, what's that cherry Les Paul you're playing? What is that?
That is a Les Paul Deluxe by Epiphone. So it was like one of the cheapest guitars I could get. As soon as I got here, I was like, okay, I need a guitar. If I'm staying here, I need a guitar. So I bought this guitar. And I started looking for bands. And believe me or not, Craigslist worked. And then I was playing with them. Around Germany for, I don't know, 2 years or so. And we had this EP, which was pretty cool. Oh, that was already with them, also with them.
Yeah, I see that
in the Columbia Theater. Yeah. So I was more into a rockish vibe back then because this was really like a rock band, not as metal. So
it's awesome. That's a cool looking
guitar.
It
was really fun. It was fun times.
So how long did you jam with that band for? And like this is the first band you're playing in when you got to Germany. So you're still like getting settled. Like did you visit Germany a bunch before, or was it a totally new place for you?
No, it was my first time. Actually, the first time I went from Brazil, like just to visit, was to France. I went to Hellfest and I was completely blown away. It was like, what is this? A metal festival? Only metal bands, only metal people, like a freaking campsite full of metalheads. Yeah, my scene was so small and suddenly I'm like in a festival, like an ocean of metalheads. That was my first contact with European scene, which was really exciting. But in Germany, no. In Germany, I didn't know at all. I just like came here and I was absolutely in love with Berlin. I think because I came during summer. Because it's quite nice in summer here.
It's cold in the winter. Say like it's real. Dude, even in the fall and stuff too, I find that unpredictable German, like wet and cold weather to not be the nicest.
It's tough. Yeah,
it is. I
agree.
Yeah, it's kind of like here. It's a Canadian weather, but it's so insular that it's got that weird, like the weather systems are weird in places that have no water around them. I don't know how to explain it. It's that German weather is weird and wet and dark.
Oh damn, it's so gray. Yeah, I miss the sun. Yeah.
Yeah, Brazil's got you beat for sun, but I mean, you struck luck. You played with an awesome band here, and you're getting used to this incredible, huge scene. What's the next kind of chapter? How long does this go for?
All right, so we are in Scarlet Circle. That was like 2018, and then after that, I was more like, I was just like doing side jobs and I didn't know if music was really for me. But then I decided to like really go for it and just like, okay, I'm going to get into projects. I'm going to start a Twitch channel because I started posting covers on YouTube back then. Like when I first started out playing the guitar, I actually started posting covers and that really motivated me. But I wasn't on Twitch. Twitch was something so new. And then I discovered like some musicians were already doing Twitch.
Wait.
And I was like, oh, that's so cool, man.
What year is this?
So Twitch, I started in 2019, I think. Yeah, just beginning of 2019.
So when do you move to Berlin? What year is that?
2016. I moved 2016 and then I joined this band. I think I stayed 2017, 2018. And then 2019, I was like, I left this band because, yeah, you guys know bands are tricky.
Yeah, it's like being married to 5 people. It's awful.
Yeah, it's tough sometimes. So
awful.
Yeah, it didn't work anyway. So, you know the drill. So I left the band, and the drummer also left. They later on they started another project. So the band was really over, and then I was like, okay, next I really want to go forward with music. I want to give this a real try, and then I decided to. First, that was you were talking about the scene over here in Germany, in Berlin, and I discovered something in a specific pub called Blackland here that is called an open stage event, where many musicians can just appear and like play on a stage because everything's already set for them. And I thought that mind blowing. I was like, okay, I'm gonna be there every other week because it was when the event would happen, and I'm gonna play, man. I want to have the experience, to be on a stage. Even though I played a ton of concerts with those bands, I was like, okay, the more, the merrier. I'm going to have like a full-on experience playing live. And then I was like, every edition of the open stage, I was there. I think it's the next couple pictures, maybe. Yeah, there you go. So I was like, okay. And the fun thing is that you play with people you've never seen in your life, You just come on stage and like there's like a list where you can put the name of the songs you can play. So there's Iron Maiden, Motorhead, and Metallica, and all the classics are there. And we just come up on stage and play, man. It was such a school for me. I can say, like, guys, if you have opportunity to go to an open stage event in your city, make use of that, because you're gonna learn so much. You're gonna learn about like playing with other people and knowing how to move on stage, and all of that good stuff. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's the coolest is when you have no experience and you can get that immediate confidence boost. Like I know that my first experience playing in front of people was like much like something like that, just like a quick what do you know, new people, and just like kind of just existed for anyone at any skill level to try. And I felt like a fucking rock star after doing it once. I was like, yeah, this is it. This is the juice, baby. This is awesome. I love it. It's so crazy. Yeah. I see it in the chat too. Agabhard,
Andreas. He's Andreas.
Andreas. Okay, got it. Open stage is absolutely transformative, like 100%. Overnight, it can be the game changer for musicians' confidence. Doesn't matter what skill level, like just like the confidence you build by playing on an open stage, like that's incredible. What is this bass? Look at this bass in this photo.
Yeah,
that black and red bass. What the hell is that, chat? What is that?
I don't know, man. What is this? A Kramer or what?
Yeah, a Kramer red and black split bass.
Holy shit.
That's so cool looking.
So the one cool thing as well is that we would play with whatever instruments they have there, because that was also a cool thing, because like sometimes we guitar players, we're so used to our gear, our instruments, and then you're up on a stage with a guitar that somebody just handed to you with an amp that you don't ever played before. Yeah. And it's super cool. With people you never played with before, it's really nice. I think the next couple too are also from Open Stage.
Open stage. Look how organized she is, guys. Yeah. Look at this. Look at that. Dude, you're having so much fun. Oh, you got your Hellfest swag on?
Yes, I miss this. Yeah, this is one of the things I miss the most after Corona, just getting up on stage and jamming with people. Yeah. Oh, look at that. And then all those people become friends, after you come up on stage, like dozens of times with them, you're like, yeah, this is my crew, and then I am in the scene again. And I think every place I go, I really need to be part of the metal scene. I think it's one of the funniest, coolest things.
A scene is so important. For so many reasons. And I really, you know, anyone who is living in a place that doesn't feel like they're part of the scene, like I encourage you to, no matter how big or small that scene is, I encourage you to seek it out and find your local scene as early as you can, because oh man, it is so cool to feel part of something like that. Some of my greatest memories are like early small town scene memories, like just going to see bands. Like it didn't matter if their guitars were in tune, they were our bands. They were like the, you know, like just, it's in your DNA. It's part of what brought me up musically, was like those early scene memories. And like stuff like this is so valuable. Musicians jamming together, forming scene, forming friendships, and like it becoming like what you said, like how in Brazil, like it's the same crew every single time. Everyone greets everyone. Like that sense of scene and community is so vital to the development of a musician and a human being, in my opinion. I love it. I love that stuff.